Don't confuse activity with accomplishment. I'll say that again. Don't confuse activity with accomplishment. This is something key you got to understand, because it's not necessarily how hard you work, right? You and I both know, just go drive right now. You might be driving or you might be at the gym. Just look around and there's a lot of people working really hard, even in the gym. There's a lot of guys working hard in the gym. But you want to know what's interesting? I'm working a lot less hard and I'm getting way more results in the gym. I've been able to decode my body. It took me 4 years to decode my man body. So by the way, if you're a young person watching this, your man body will start basically around 28. Generally speaking, your body starts to memorize your metabolism around 28. Just like generally speaking, as a man, your brain fully develops between 24 and 26. So if you're a young person watching this and you're under that age, know that now your habits are going to start to solidify and remember your metabolism. I knew this before coming into 28. So I started doing all these things and understanding. But what happened was my body totally shifted. And your body's going to shift at different times in your life. And you can't be doing what you did at certain periods of your life later in your life. The game changes. And here's what I want you to understand. You've got to be okay with the game changing. Too many of you stay in the same paradigm and expect to get better results as you get older, but the game changes as you get older. Things change, things shift, reality shift, you shift. So you got to shift with the game. It's really important to be aware of that. What got you here is not going to get you there. That is key. What got you here is not going to get you there. So when you go through that, and this is what we're going to talk about today, is how this personal development trap that you can get in. And I got into. And so here I am reading this book. I'm doing all the things, and he says, don't do anything. And when he said, for you in the book, right? It's part of the question. He said in the book, for you, I do nothing. And that hit me in such intensity inside my body. I was in a space to receive that, by the way. Some things I'm going to share with you are going to go right over your head. And that's okay, because it's going to go right over your head into your subconscious mind. That's the power with this information. So you don't necessarily have to be paying attention to every single word that I say. But what's important is the transmission behind my words. See, I'm in the process of activating a lot of my language and activating my words. It's a specific process that you run in order to activate your words. When you activate those words, plus you've done the work, that means you're at the energetic levels to activate words. Now you can use your language to activate others. This is very powerful. This is being done on me and I'm doing it on you. Get excited. So you don't have to pay attention to everything. That's very clear. But keep me in your ear and listen to the thought streams all the way through so that you can generate the benefits from it all. So I was reading the book and I realized, oh my God, I am confusing activity with accomplishment. That means I'm doing all the things. That means I'm reading all the books, I'm journaling, I'm doing all the personal development stuff, and I am not really getting much progress because I'm just doing all the activity, right? Just like these people are working really hard, just like I used to work really hard in the gym. And then I learned my body. It took my body to learn my man body in basically 4 years. It took me to rework my body. Now I go into the gym, I work a lot less harder and I get way more results. How many of, I know you're listening right now and you're wanting that. You're going, Matthew, I want more results by doing less. Why don't we? But I'm not going to tell you to do it through the classical Instagram way. No, that's a facade, okay? The Instagram way is a facade. Believe me, I went to the heart of the Instagram world, which is Bali in my opinion. But I went to the heart of the Instagram world and it's not what it seems like, okay? So trust me, I went there, I went and lived around them, I went and lived that life. I've tried to live it myself and I'm like, this is too much work, at least the way that I've seen a lot of people do it. They're working way too hard and not really getting that many results behind the scenes. Some people are definitely, but there's some people that are really creating an illusion of what's really going on. And I was in that illusion. Okay. So how can you do less, getting more results? So I was doing confusing activity with accomplishment. And I was doing all these things for my personal development to reach some sort of salvation. And I wasn't accomplishing that. I was just doing the activity. And so from that moment, I came to the realization that I need to actually not do that. I need to stop reading all these books. I need to stop journaling. I need to stop doing all this exercise and all these types of things in this moment for me where I was spiritually. And this is the key. I realized that I was approaching self-development with spirituality. I was approaching self-development the same way as spirituality. And these are two different concepts, two key concepts. You have to know the difference between the two. And so what happens to a lot of us is we try to seek the spirit the same way that we seek self-development. But let's look at that, or personal development. By the way, they're both amazing. They're both great. It's just helpful to have these separations of awareness.